Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backs here. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Takes the handoff. It's Maynard. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Maynard. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air. This guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost, the defense is wide open. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Movement here from the tight end. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Just steamrolling his way through. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Big, going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Woolen. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
White going to attack through the air. Trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it past the marker. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pick up there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Going to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Offense facing 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score for Arkansas, 7, Memphis 0.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right down the middle. He gets it in! Touchdown, Razorbacks! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Handoff from the gun. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Memphis picking up the tempo. The give to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Goes to the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Blum making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one splits the uprights. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced the tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. White wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And that pass is intercepted.
The end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
Looking for room. It's Maynard. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He fires to the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out, you got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This offense has a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On the return, it's Maynard. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Setting up the screen. Oh, he not only blows it up, he picks it off. Touchdown, Memphis. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Number 17.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Memphis 12.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The play action fake. Steps away. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The running back has it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Banks. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He'll ride his man on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Memphis.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
He's going for it all. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, free safeties, you think about hitters. You think about guys spinning down in the box, making tackles. You don't really think about coverage skills all the time, but this guy might change your mind a little bit. Great tight coverage and man-to-man, and makes a play on the football. What a play.
Lets it fly. He's got it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Pressure coming. Dances away. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He breaks a tackle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Slings it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. And it's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Turns it on down the left side. And he brings it back. Can you believe this? The final play of the first half. What a disaster. That might get the offensive coordinator fired at halftime. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
Yo, scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
On the ground. He won't make it in. Stopped just short on the two-point conversion attempt, and that's how this first half will come to a close. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to max him.
Off he goes! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game. No need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to get the corner. Can't get him to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Now, stay away from the beef. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball to bring him. Goodness gracious. Has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards, but too many guys coming after him too quickly.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great in the tackle for a loss on first down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44.
6-9-1, Gators score. Lasso.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. On the move at the 30. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Memphis wants to move quickly. On 4th down, going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Banks. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a pass.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Tigers are on the move. The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Keeps looking downfield. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown Razorbacks. The deep. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arkansas 48, Memphis 19.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break.
29 Philly.
Now on the option. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Memphis will be forced to punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. On the ground, it's Maynard. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wide out in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And he loses the football. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
They'll try the run.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, the 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Fast motion from the offense. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And he tacks on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
after getting knocked back to open this drive at 2nd and 12. From the gun, give on the inside. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
How good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Razorbacks have a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.